In this week's Parsha, we talk about the level by Yehuda that he was. Rebbe explains that the power of Yehuda is a power of there's a level. There's different levels. There's a level in the world the Rebbe talks about with Mordechai. Talks about how Achashverosh wanted to make that everybody could be included, and it says it could be that way. Just like two people. One people want somebody when it brings an example. Somebody wants to go south in the ship, and so he needs a wind that's blowing southerly, and then somebody wants to go north, so he needs a wind that's blowing northern. You can't have one wind that's going to do both. The same thing like two people can't marry one person. You can't do that. You can't do it in this world. You can't do such a thing. But he says in times of Mashiach, it says Hashem will do the will of those who fear Him. In other words, they can have two opposite things, and Hashem will do it at the same time. So he says this is the level of Mordechai. Mordechai, that this is the level of Yehuda. And Mordechai and Yehuda, that's this level that they don't care about anything else. All they want to do is what Hashem wants them to do, and everything else has no existence. And everything else falls in place. So I was thinking about this concept that we see that by Yaakov, it said that when he came back from Laban, he wanted to live in peace. Right? He'd been in by Laban. He had all his children were tzaddikim. You know, his life was something very special. And then all of a sudden, the troubles of Yosef came, and people who've had real troubles with their kids knows this is like the worst of worst things, and his whole life turned upside down. And it wasn't until he went through this pain and had to go through, and had to reach a much higher level through the darkness of the Gullus, that we see that Yosef became through terrible stuff before he became charged of Mitzrayim. And the Jews also went through terrible stuff. And it says then when Yaakov came down to Mitzrayim, these were the best years of his life, Tov, that he lived in peace. So, I'm trying to figure this out because there's idea, like I always talk about the idea by the Baal Tshuva, he comes from some level from Atzmus. He's more like the Uris the Tohu, the strong power. And because I'm married into the Shrei family, I eat a lot with some of my brothers and this stuff, and I've experienced I really never had them being such a holy family, and it's for generations. It's like something but it's different. It's like the way I would explain it. I don't know if this is right, but it's like the difference between Yaakov and when he came before the problems of Yosef happened to him, he was living in peace.